Good morning, guys. Tanner Flowers here, and I have spent the past 4 days straight out here busting my ass trying to get all of this stuff finalized and in place. You see, this is a full custom project, what you're seeing right here, and with it being solid steel, you could only imagine what that thing weighs. And let me tell you what that makes for. That makes for an inability to be able to assemble that thing as you see right here, as it is intended to be, with all the nuts and bolts fully tightened down, leveled up, until just the past few days ago. I think it was Friday, this past weekend, whenever we got it set up for the first time ever. So whenever you set it up for the first time ever, as we have it now, and you've gotten it all leveled up, tightened up, everything I just mentioned, now a man could get exact measurements. And if you had those exact measurements that you see before you right now, well, then a man could get them footers right there exactly where they need to be, so that all 4 anchor points will hit inside of the footer. Now, rewind back. With all of that being said, this thing was never put together before, guys, other than just lightly bolted up, just in order for me to give it a test run to see what changes I wanted made. It had never been tightened up all the way. It had never been leveled up. And we got these footer measurements, what we thought were exact, but as it turns out, you will see many of them, we were only able to get like 2 anchors in. Look at this plate hanging over right here. So the other day I built all of these forms that you see right here with this wood. Got to trim the edge back off right there. And what I am doing is going around and adding onto the existing footer. That one is raised up on that side due to that shim right there, where we were leveling everything up and getting it perfect like what we want. So once I finish doing all of these footer additions, I will then be able to go back and secure all of my anchoring points as I intend to do. These footer additions have taken an average of 3.5 bags of 80-pound Quikrete per footer addition. That is on top of the 3.5 bags each of the 12-inch footer tubes required to fill. So now I'm having on average of 7 bags of concrete per footer. And remember, we have 8 of them in total. So I'm getting ready to start digging now. Just wanted to show it to you. It's still going to be several days before everything is up and running. And before I cut this camera off, you will see right here all these holes. Those holes right there are for the eyelet bolts that will go up through and have like carabiners or whatever clipped onto them, with chains hanging down, with different obstacles that you can swing from, climb, whatever. These out here are where you take the rings and go from one to the next, boom, 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 boom. And remember, this side right here is a completely functional pegboard from one side to the other. And the only fabrication that is left is going to be right here. We wanted to wait till we got it all together to measure everything. But there is going to be a set of monkey bars going from right here up to this point right here. It's probably going to be like 5 bars. Boom. And then what's going to happen here is there's going to be 2 rope climbs where you'll actually be able to do a double, bam, 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 or a single, whatever you want to do. But you will climb all the way up. Then you'll be able to grab a monkey bar right there, take a big descent down, and then hit the main course. Over here at this opposite end, I am going to drill 2 more holes, which I had not intended to do initially, but I'm going to. Right up there in those points for an eyelet there and an eyelet bolt right there, where I will suspend 2 more ropes. So just visualize that. 2 ropes here, 2 ropes on that far end. So you will be able to do a rope climb to get to the course and a rope climb to get off of the course. Pegboard on the right, a whole different, I don't even know, array of things that you're going to be able to do on this side. But guys, it's going to be super cool. I can't wait to get it finished. But if I don't shut up and start digging, I am never going to get this shit done. That wheelbarrow full of dirt, I dumped it right over here by the dip bars, getting ready to tamp all of that. actually already tamped around that one right there that you see beat down. And I've been over here tamping this hole, and that's what I want to show you. So I've gotten this thing dug down now. You will see another full wheelbarrow full of fresh dirt. I have pulled all of the paper wrapping off of the Quickcrete tube footer. I have tamped that dirt all the way around it. Before I install my form right there, I'm getting ready to install some pieces of rebar. I will be drilling 2 holes into the existing footer there. I will anchor rebar into those. I will also drive rebar down into the ground. I have been doing 2 pieces of rebar into the footer and 2 pieces of rebar down into the soil per each of the 2 footer add-ons that I have done thus far. I am about out of breath, guys. Let me go get this rebar installed and I'll show it to you. Okay, I have now just taken the rigid SDS 18-volt hammer drill with my large bit right here and drilled 3 different anchor points where I have driven rebar down into the existing footer. Now on the previous 2, I have only added 2 of those inside the footer, but I have actually dug that one right there a little bit larger than the rest. And I'm actually hoping right now that I do have enough concrete to finish this one before I have to leave and go get some more. I'm now getting ready to take my side angle grinder, cut all 3 pieces of rebar off down inside that hole, and then I will drive the remaining pieces, those 3 right there, down inside that hole, and then I will install the form right there. I'll show it to you when I'm finished. And as you can see, I now have the 3 pieces of rebar into the existing footer, as well as having the 3 separate pieces down into the soil. I have not taken a measurement of that, but that is to my elbow all the way down to my fingertips. And I'm getting ready to install the form board onto the footer now. And you'll see the 2 Tapcon mortar screws there, as well as right there. And now, as you will see, first, take a look at this placement of this plate and notice how I did not want to have it too close right here. I wanted to add more concrete on this side. That's why I chose to secure this one right here as well as in the back, so that it would give me more concrete to pour over here before we drill this anchor point here in a few weeks. Got one to drill right there. So there you go. Once again, got all the rebar down inside there. I will have to do a little bit of tamping and soil backfill here, but if you look at the sky, looks like it could rain in any minute. Do I want to start this concrete right now or wait until it rains? I do got a bag over there. It's not actually a bag, it's a piece of crawl space poly. I think I'm gonna go over here and start putting concrete in this damn thing. I've just gotten everything put away, went inside and grabbed a paper towel. Gonna wipe the top of this steel plate off. And as soon as I get this wiped off, it does look like the rain is coming. It has held off on me long enough to get this thing poured. I'll give you guys a shot of this before I cover it up. And there is another footer addition in the books. I have now gotten 3 of those completed. Those 2 there in front of you. That one down there on the far end I've still got covered up. I still have 4 more to do, and I am completely out of concrete. That one right there took 4 full bags plus 2 partials that I had actually still in the garage. So I'm guessing I'm gonna need around 16 to 18 more bags of concrete. I've got a couple of errands to run real quick, and then I will be headed to Lowe's to get more concrete. Hopefully I can get all that shit done by the end of the week. Guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in. Can't wait for you to see that thing in action, and I will talk to each of you inside the next one.